Hello and welcome to a new edition of Business Insider. I'm your host for tonight, Muhammad Abdurrahim. And tonight we'll be talking about the economic prospects for medical tourism here in Egypt. We'll be talking about the concepts of medical tourism, about how Egypt is such an attractive destination for medical tourism. We'll also be talking about the governmental efforts and the private sector's efforts in enhancing that type of tourism, a very important element in a vital industry here in Egypt. And we'll be doing that in the company of our dear distinguished guest, Dr. Magdy Adly. And Dr. Adly is an economic advisor, and he's also a hospital management counselor. Dr. Adly, good evening. Always a pleasure to have you with us.
Good evening, my bro, Mr. Muhammad. I'm so happy and also appreciate to be with you this night. And you always making my day, so I'm so happy to be with you.
Thank you. Dr. Adly here on Nile TV International. Please stay with us, and ladies and gentlemen, as well as we'll be watching a report about our main topic for tonight, the economic prospects for medical tourism here in Egypt. And when we come back, we will kickstart our Q&A session with Dr. Magdy Adly.
Egypt is accelerating investments in its medical tourism sector as part of a broader strategy to strengthen the country's healthcare industry and diversify tourism revenues. Authorities are encouraging greater private sector participation while upgrading hospitals, expanding specialized medical services, and improving infrastructure to attract more international patients. According to the Egyptian Healthcare Authority, medical tourism revenues surged by 76.7% in 2025 compared with the previous year, reaching approximately $8 million after serving around 35,000 patients from 124 countries. The authority attributes the growth to improved healthcare quality, internationally accredited facilities, and the national branding campaign In Egypt We Care. The government is also prioritizing investment projects that support medical tourism, including partnerships with private investors to develop hospitals equipped with advanced medical technologies. Incentive packages are expected to encourage projects focused on sustainability, innovation, and expanding healthcare services. Officials believe continued investment will reinforce Egypt's position as a leading regional hub for medical tourism while generating foreign currency revenues and creating new employment opportunities.
right, really beautiful short movie here, and beautiful music as well. And it's always beautiful when we talk about Sinai, this beautiful part of Egypt's land. And I guess Sinai, Dr. Adly, is very important for medical tourism in Egypt.
Okay, first of all, let me represent my congrats to our great popular citizens, Egyptian citizens, and our political leadership, Mr. President Fattah al-Sisi, for June 30 Revolution Day. And if we are talking about medical tourism, of course, no doubt Sinai is one of the places which is very important for medical tourism. And medical tourism itself as a term, it's one branch from tourism as a whole, and you know tourism is very important for GDP in Egypt. It's one of the main sources for hard currency for GDP. And medical tourism is very important, like religious tourism, like culture tourism, like even last few years there is some tourism called conference tourism. So
and there's also the leisure tourism,
yes,
the beaches tourism, the sports tourism.
But in fact, medical tourism is very important nowadays, because you know Egyptian medical tourism is nowadays is very qualified, and even if you compare it with the other countries, we gain in the last because of the low cost of medical tourism. If somebody from foreign countries like to getting medical care services here in Egypt is like lower than the cost is lower, like from 30 up to 70% from other countries of like Western countries, like Gulf countries or North America. So this type of tourism in the other time, and in the same time, our medical tourism is known as very nice and very good medical tourism because of low cost, as I told you, because of a qualified medical team. Our doctors getting their education even in Western countries, even in US and or UK. On the other hand, there is no long time for getting the service, short time for getting services. And by the way, if you go to United Kingdom, you can see that if you would like to get a medical care service, like open heart surgeries, for example, you're supposed to stay for like 6 months. Here in Egypt, you will go, you will get it once, and with low price or low cost, 30 or up to 70%. In the same time, the tourism or tourists coming to Egypt to get medical treatment, like they said, hit two birds with one stone, because he come to get medical treatment. At the same time, he can visit historical places like museum, the pyramids in Giza. So he make a tourism, and at the same time he get a medical treatment. And may this type of tourism is very nice for these people who are coming from Africa, from our African continent, from nearby countries, from Gulf countries, mainly in some type of surgeries, like dermatological surgeries or cosmetic surgeries, like dental surgeries and dental implanting or implantation of the dentistry as a general. something called orthopedic surgeries, something like cardiac procedures, surgeries, something called wellness and spa tourism, and in that type of tourism we can talk about Sinai.
Right. I mean, so we have the natural remedies,
yes,
and the therapeutic tourism, and you have the Moses Springs in Sinai. We have the Siwa Oasis and other places. So, yeah, please
yes,
talk to us about that.
God give Egypt some natural gifts, like these gifts in Sinai, which is called the black seed and black sand, sorry, and the water in Ayun Musa region, which is sulfuric water, in fact, which is very useful for dermatological diseases, and in the same time for people who have rheumatoid arthritis. It's very painful, very useful for them. So the one who are coming to have this type of remedy enjoy getting a very nice services, medical services.
To heal their wounds.
Yes. In the same time, there is a very qualified hospital there in Sinai. In fact, governments do a very nice job there, and making a very nice efforts to upgrading the
medical
infrastructures. Yes, and sure. So you can find hospitals like the hospitals in Europe or America, so with a qualified doctors, and as I told you, low cost comparing with these countries. And at the same time, he is enjoying some days in on the beach of Red Sea, and a spa with that black sands. So it's very nice for these people who are looking for remedy of, or natural remedy for arthritis and for bone diseases.
So what makes also Egypt very attractive as a destination for medical tourism is the fact that, as you mentioned, Dr. Adly, you can couple that with cultural tourism, with a religious tourism, and we'll always find something very historic wherever you go in Egypt, whether it's in Sinai or in the Siwa Oasis, or in Giza or in Upper Egypt. And Egypt has that great weather as well. So I guess the sun and the great weather that Egypt enjoys year-round, especially in the winter time, does help in medical tourism.
That's in fact, this is right. There is some areas in the in our world, like the north of Europe, they didn't even see the sun long time all over the year. So when you come to Egypt, you will find a good weather, sunny days all the year. So that's very important for dermatological diseases, and even for creation of something called vitamin D. And vitamin D is very important for healing of the wounds. So these people know that the world even know that Egypt weather is the best weather for people looking for healing fast. In the same time, you make a revolution in the medical services here by making a good training for your medical team, either doctors or nurses, or and even you make a very nice infrastructure through building new hospitals, working according to the recent guidelines of WHO. So the sight of the world now to Egypt as a destination for for getting medication or for getting a remedy is a change from the past. Nowadays, you are in the map of medical health care system or services. And even, by the way, Egypt now are looking for accreditation, something called accreditation. Last week, there is an institution called ISICWA. ISICWA is a social institution for healthcare services, but it's an international institution which gives the accreditation or international accreditation to the healthcare systems all over the world.
Yes.
She was here. These people make accreditation for our GAHAR, with Egyptian General accreditation and regular authority here in Egypt. These institution or this authority is choosing the hospitals to be a partition of comprehensive insurance system, which will be applied through 3 phases as a national project, which has been launched by Mr. President by 2018.
Right. I mean, it caught my attention when you said that the weather in Egypt is very good for vitamin D creation. And I read more than once before that the most important vitamin for football players is vitamin D. So it just reminded me, because we are living in a football atmosphere as the World Cup is being played, of course. And Egypt will be playing on Friday, right? Friday, 9 p.m.
We wish it
Cairo local time.
Wednesday.
Yes, against Australia in the round of 32. And France is beating everybody. I mean, amazing what the French are doing. We were talking before the show. Can anybody beat them? Can anybody beat France at the World Cup?
I don't think so.
Yeah, neither do I, by the way. So Egypt is good for sports tourism, for medical tourism. So if all of those footballers out there, I mean, if the weather in Egypt helps the creation of vitamin D, which is the most important vitamin for sports people, and especially footballers.
I think you make focusing on a very important point, which is Egypt weather is very nice for healing the footballers who have some problems through the game. So if something wrong, like fractures or something like that, by the way, their teams send them to Egypt to get their treatment. Yes, because you know the sun of Egypt and the spa is very nice for that type of problems, like fractures of the footballers. And we, as Egyptian, we would like to make that item or that term to be universal, to be global, so that we increase the income of tourism to share to the GDP. And by the way, we make a good job in the field of tourism the last year.
Despite all of the challenges.
Yes, but we need to be increased, because we have
we definitely have the potential.
Potential, yes. You have a unique position, unique geographical position, better than other countries, neighborly countries like Morocco or like Spain, or these countries making a good
which
job.
are great for tourism as well.
Yes,
but I mean, Egypt has greater potential.
So
I mean,
this keep us going to what is the challenges facing that type of tourism.
So what are the challenges?
Yes,
Dr. Adly, facing medical tourism in specific.
One of that challenge is accreditation. As I told you, you're supposed to be internationally accredited. You have a certification of accreditation internationally. So you're supposed to go on in this field to have accreditation from many different organizations. The second is the language. We're supposed to have it's called polyglots people here in Egypt, which means that he speaks many languages. The problem in Egypt now is to keep the number of workers in the field of tourism speaking many languages, because you targeting
not just English or French or
yes, at least 5 languages. If you are targeting many kinds of tourists all over the world. You know, by the way, my brother Mr. Muhammad, you know, Switzerland citizen. Every single citizen in Switzerland speaking at least 5 languages. So this country, which this is, and even by the way, they have the.
I would guess it's French, German, Italian,
German,
English.
Italian, English, and even the mother language. Yes. So that they are having the. Which is called the per capita share of
GDP?
Of GDP
Yes.
For the every single individual.
Yes.
So if we make that, we can increase the dose of learning languages in Egypt.
What about the infrastructure itself? I mean, we have spent a lot on the infrastructure. There are great efforts by the government and the private sector, but I mean, we still need more. I mean, we still need more infrastructure.
Look, my brother, since 2014, in fact, Mr. President put the health as a priority on his agenda. So they are starting for modernizing the infrastructure of hospitals, and as I told you, make a training for medical team, sending to foreign Western countries or America to get recent science of medication. But in fact, we just make like 70% of what is target in fact. So we still have like 30%. We got, inshallah, we will do it by up to 2030, according to the vision of the or national vision, which is 2030.
Yes.
And if we make that, so we can target anybody all over the world. We will be complete everything, and we will have accreditation from all the international organizations. So I think this type of tourism will be increased and sharing more and more in GDP in the next few years.
And as you said, Dr. Adly, you hinted that the tourism sector has been performing well in the recent period, and that's despite all of the wars, the east, west, south, and the instability across the region. Yet, I mean, Egyptian tourism did well. So I guess this gives us the hope, at least, and the reasonable and logical assumption that once, you know, stability and security returns to the region, or at least relatively returns to the region, then things should spike, especially in the tourism sector, and in the medical tourism sector, which has a lot of potential.
Basically, I am on the same page with you, because, you know, when there is a stability in the region, I mean the geostrategical conditions.
Yes.
that will give you stability, so there is no any worries about from tourists to come to your country to get their medication or remedy here in Egypt. And I think so that was a challenge.
Dr. Adly, I think it's important to note, when there was insecurity and instability east, west, and south, people flocked to Egypt. I mean,
yes.
Because they saw safety within Egypt. Everybody flocked to this safe country.
Yes, this is a very good point, and you make it. And even the President of America, Mr. Donald Trump, said that Egypt are having a security on a large scale. So this is an international certification from the President of USA. So you don't need any certification more than that. So Egypt, in fact, although it's fighting on all sides of all borders of the country, but we have a very good security conditions rather than the other countries around. Even all Middle East having the problem of wars and something like that. But Egypt is saved by God, so God's grace, we will be okay in the next few years.
Inshallah, always. Thank you very much. As always, our dear distinguished guest, Dr. Magdy Adly, the economic advisor and the hospital management counselor. It's always, dear sir, a great pleasure to have you with us here on Nile TV International.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Muhammad. I'm so appreciative.
Thank you, Dr. Adly, very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching us. In some 10 minutes from now, we'll update you with the latest news happening here in Egypt, across the region and around the globe, and the top stories of the hour. So please stay with Nile TV.